105.5 WERC. All right, veterans, hang on. We're going to see what's happening with your benefits being cut in this new budget. Retired Colonel Kimberly Olson joins us after traffic and weather together on the 10s.
A sergeant first class who retires at age 40 could stand to lose $72,000 by the time he turns or she turns age 62.
That is just despicable. Just despicable. Senator Kelly Ayotte, Republican from New Hampshire, talking about what is in this budget deal that, the Republicans agreed to, but not all of them are on board with this. Senator Sessions has also put an amendment out there to try and stop taking benefits away from our military. It's part of the New Deal here. And retired Colonel Kimberly Olson now joins us. Good morning, Kimberly. I appreciate you being with me.
Good morning, JT, and thanks for giving vets a voice.
Well, thank you for your service to this country, and I just find it despicable, offensive, just anti-American that we're thinking about taking away vets' benefits. And I've said it for years that these veterans are people that should be on a silver platter as far as what we do for them when they come home and their service to this country, and the last people that should be having anything taken away from them for what they've done for this country for so many years. Where I'm sure you're there with me on this one, but where do you think this is going to finally end up? We hear that Jeff Sessions has filed this amendment now to try and stop this, but you've been close to Congress before. Where do you think this is going to finally end up?
Well, I think how they sell it is to say that, okay, it's not impacting today's retiree, but future retirees. And I think that it is disappointing to watch a body of men and women who get automatic pay cuts, because that's what they put into law, and they get retirement for just serving one term, where a military person has to serve for 20 or 25, 30 years in order to get retirement. So it's just a little, I think, disingenuous on their part, where, yes, everybody has to make sacrifices to get this budget deals through, but I don't see Congress or, the House or the Senate following suit, and I think they should.
Yeah, it's just offensive. How long did you serve, Colonel?
25 years.
And have you seen anything indicating that it's coming your way? Have your benefits ever been slashed in your retirement? Have you seen anything like this before?
No, and any time this kind of discussion came up, it was quickly halted by many of the groups that have very large voices, up on the Hill. But again, this is one thing that's indicative, especially as quickly as it came out of the House. The House only has about 7% of its members who have ever served in the military. So when you have elected officials who've not done time in uniform, I think sometimes you see things like this happen because they've not been there, and we don't have a voice. So one thing would be to get more folks who served in the military to serve within elected positions, because, then your voice is heard up on the Hill.
We're talking with retired Colonel Kimberly Olson about what's happening with the budget and how it's going to affect veterans with these benefits being slashed. You talk about that voice that squashed that opportunity to take benefits away before any time it came up. Has that voice been silenced now in Capitol Hill?
Well, it passed. That bill came out of the House, and it's part of the bigger bill. But that thing came out of the House, and now it went to the Senate. And if it's a full Senate floor, it'll go up to the White House, and they only need 51 votes to get the whole package to pass. So I think it's going to happen. I really do. I don't think he's going to get his amendment through. And again, it's a shame because those benefits are important to the young men and women who. And again, it's only because 1% of us serve in uniform anymore. It's not like it's a huge number of individuals who are on retirement benefits. That number is actually going down because we're losing a number of our veteran corps just because they're aging out. And so 1% of the nation serves in uniform, and we ought to really take care of that 1%.
Absolutely. Even though the number's going down, like you said, it's still offensive to me that we would consider doing this to people that put their lives on the line for this country, and what we really ought to have this government be doing in protecting our borders first and foremost. And it's just a slap in the face of those veterans, and it really makes me sick. You've served, obviously, for 25 years under a number of different commanders-in-chief. Where do you stand on this current one?
Well, officers are very apolitical. That's how we're raised. So, you you vote.
You're retired. Come on, let me hear it. You're retired. We're sitting at your house. We're having a beer in your living room. How do you feel about this guy? I'm not going to tell anybody. Come on.
You know, I'll just say this. In this great nation, yeah, I'm dancing here. I'm dancing. But, you know, in this
Start some music, Mickey, so I can dance with her and get something from her here.
The beauty of this country is that no one man or woman makes or breaks it, unlike other countries across the Atlantic and Pacific. And that's what makes America great. And I think, that's how I'm going to
I'm hearing you loud and clear. And I appreciate you talking with us this morning, Senator. All right. Well, Colonel Kimberly Olson, thank you once again for your service, and I appreciate your time this morning. And I hope that they work something out where these benefits are not disrupted for these vets.